But that must have been a horrible sight. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to be called to that kind of sight, I would lose my mind. I mean, what was on this guy's mind? That's right. I mean, but to his credit, Domoti, to his credit, he is a sheep herder, so he was. I guess he got tired of the sheep, and he just said,
needed something more dry.
Yeah, he needed something. Hello.
Oh my God.
Over here. So that's sad. Now,
story.
Yeah, that's really a crazy story, but I got one better for you. How about this 48-year-old woman from Florida was caught, now check this out, stuffing $200 worth of meat down her pants or her trousers.
Why is everyone stuffing meat in these stories, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know.
What is going on?
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. But let me tell you the type of meat. Now, it wasn't just like, what we think, but, what all could she get down her pants? Let me tell you exactly. She got a couple of ribeyes down there.
Pork chops.
She was able to put some ground beef down there. And, of course, you mentioned pork chops, but they were actually pork ribs.
Pork ribs.
And, of course, we all love bacon. Last but not least, bacon. So you got ribeyes, ground beef, pork ribs, and bacon. And then here's the funny part about it. The manager saw her in the store. The manager was just trying to keep an eye on to see exactly what she was going to do, but she was ready. She had a getaway car, and so she was able to get away. But before getting away, the manager was punched in the neck by her.
Wow.
All right?
Whoa.
Yeah, so she's like, you can't
This
touch.
is a serious operation.
Yeah.
But I want to know, why didn't she go into K Jewelers and try this operation? Something a little more valuable than meat.
Yeah, but maybe she needed some meat, though, man.
She was hungry.
Yeah, so it brings more sense to, like, where's the beef, The beef is down her pants. So now she escaped in a getaway car only to be pulled over at a traffic stop. By police officers. So as she was,
that had to have been an awkward traffic stop.
it was really awkward. You got meat in your pants. Can you please get out the car, please?
I feel sorry for whoever was coming to the party that she was about to throw.
Yeah, I think that's right. Hello? Maybe she was about to throw a big rib roast or a big barbecue or something. All the meat down her pants there. So yeah, there you have it with that. And another thing, this is kind of sad. B.B. King. Everybody knows B.B. King, the blues man,
the legend.
The legend. His daughter claims abuse by people who have been really trying to take care of him. Now, as you look at this picture of B.B. King, this picture looks, doesn't this look like B.B. King here? Right.
Yeah.
We all, right?
This looks like B.B. King, right? That's the man. So that's the man, the legend, the myth.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, as I turn the page, hey guys, as I turn the page to the story, I saw, my God, look at B.B. King. Look,
no.
This is really sad. Now
he's showing a picture of B.B. King looking incapacitated.
Incapacitated. Look like he's been abused. Look like he's been badgered, and this is really sad, B.B. King.
Oh my goodness!
So for those who are like worried about B.B. King and he calls his guitar Lucille, let's pray for B.B. King.
Absolutely.
We have to pray for B.B. King. Let's pray for his family. This should not be happening.
Especially, I don't know what
this is horrible.
When these medical assistants badger these people, I don't know why you think you're going to get away with it with the B.B. King. Like, you think we're not going to know? You think his kids aren't going to check up on him? Like, how long has he been? Did they say how long he's been going through whatever he's going through?
Well, they said he's been dealing with the illness, and I do believe, and don't quote me, he may be experiencing, I think he had a stroke.
Okay.
And I think, sometimes you have to, sometimes depending on the nature of the stroke, that some things can happen where, you're not able to really move around. And but we're going to continue to pray for him. But when I saw that picture there, I was very sad.
Sad.
That's very sad. I don't want to see B.B. King looking like this.
You know what, Stone? It reminds me of kind of what happened to Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, right? So his family is fighting right now over his estate. So in his sunset years, they go through some difficult things right now. His caretaker, he signed over everything in his will to his caretaker. So his estranged wife, which is actually his fourth wife, is saying, you're keeping financial information, to yourself. His kids are saying that he was under duress when he signed those documents, but he's gone. So there's no way to know who's correct and who's wrong.
And I agree with that. And to also make a note that he died with only like $16,000 in his bank account. Now, I thought that sounded really weird.
That's really bizarre.
But then when I started talking to people that knew Mr. Baseball, that they were saying that he did not manage his money right.
Wow.
And that he was famous to all of us, but then he would not manage, and then he would kind of trick off his money. and he was like one of those people that just did not manage his money well, and he spent more, and he would always do engagements. So I'm like, that was kind of sad too, to be the great Ernie Banks and to only have $16,000 in your bank account.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's really crazy, and it's really weird. Now, talking about money, and also talking about the fight, George Foreman. We all know George Foreman.
George Foreman and all of his kids are named George. You know,
He has a great grill.
yeah, he has a great grill. And matter of fact, he has not just one great grill, but I mean, years ago there only used to be one George Foreman grilling machine.
You got different sizes.
Now he's got different sizes, different colors, you know, different styles.
Yeah.
But he came out the other day and he was talking about boxing, and he said that the only reason why he was fighting is so that he can get a paycheck. He really didn't enjoy boxing.
That's interesting.
And when he said that, I'm like, what, George? But then when it came time to fight, now he was dynamite.
Yeah.
When he got in that ring and when he fought Muhammad Ali, he was dynamite. But he said that he didn't care about boxing. He just wanted the money.
Just
That's
to provide. That's dope.
Yeah, just the moolah. So that really now, but doesn't that make sense now? Because think about it, all those infomercials that George Foreman does with the doggone George Foreman grill.
He was trying to find an escape route the whole time.
Yeah. Hello,
It worked.
it did work. All right, so that's it on George Foreman, and so that's really crazy. So let's talk about the fight now. You guys, it's time to get predictions. Let's talk about who's going to win the fight. Who do you think? Who do you really want to win?
50,000 on Pacquiao right now.
So
Ooh, and
you
you made it rhyme.
So don't go. Who do you think? You want Pacquiao?
I don't want him to win, but I think he's going to win.
Yeah, I want him to win.
I want Mayweather to win, but
I think that a lot of people, I think that a lot of people are probably going in, and all the odds makers, you know, and especially the ones who gamble and bet, you know, they think he's an underdog right now going into it. But I actually feel like tonight could be the night that he wins. I'm not going to say it's going to be any knockouts. Of course, I think you would want to see a knockout, paying all that damn money.
Really?
You know, let me see both of them get knocked out. All the damn money, you're going to pay $100. You know what I mean, for Showtime. Let me see somebody get the hell knocked.
But it's not gonna. People do not get knocked out in Mayweather fights, man. He's such a tactical fighter. This defense is crazy.
Oh, it could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen
I doubt
tonight.
it. I doubt it.
Well, let me just say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember when Buster Douglas, all right, and our boy Iron Mike, they were fighting, and that was a big fight in Japan. And everybody just felt like Mike Tyson, because he had all those knockouts, that it was going to be Mike's night. But somewhere in Buster Douglas's head, Buster Douglas had just lost his mom. Okay, so he goes into the ring, all right, and what happens? For the first time, Mike Tyson gets knocked out in Japan. All right, with a side of sushi.
That's the worst place to get knocked out too.
Speaking of Mike Tyson and Mayweather, you heard what Mike Tyson said about Mayweather.
What did he say?
The guy's a bum. The guy. What did he say? This guy. What did he say, Brittany? I can't remember the exact quote.
I can't do Mike Tyson, but he said basically that he was a petty little man or something.
He's a scared little man.
He's a scared
little man. And if he's really the greatest, he should be able to take his daughters to the supermarket without all those bodyguards.
Yeah, he did. I read that quote, and you know, these boxers, everybody's talking. Everybody talking. But if you look at all these doggone boxers, let me tell you something. That's a sport where you got to really know when to quit. Let me be honest with you. So tonight, because if you look at some of the former boxers, I'm going to talk about some of the greats, like even Sugar Ray Leonard, and some of these guys, they start talking. You see what I'm saying?
Ali, Hurricane. That's Sugar Ray. That's how he sounds these days.
And then you got Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, but those brain injuries, though.
That's what I'm talking about. Those body blows and those head shots. Let me tell you, you keep getting hit in the brain. You keep. And we're not talking about football. We're talking about punches to the skull, man. It adds up, and everybody's
95-pound pressure punches to the head.
That's how you sound when you're drunk.
Actually, I think that's probably it. But anyway, just hopefully that Mayweather and Pacquiao don't start sounding that way. But
Mayweather already can't read, so he already needs.
So
I don't know if the brain hit's gonna make a difference.
Bang!
All right, so
shots fired.
Who's gonna win? I mean, who do you want to win? First of all,
I got Pacquiao because Mayweather. It seems like he pays for his fights.
You know what? That's really interesting. So we got. I mean, you know, he don't have to pay for anything because he carries what, $1 million around with him in that damn bag of his.
Yeah.
Mayweather is a perfect marketer.
Yeah,
and a magnificent businessman.
Yeah, I must say that too. So,
but you don't think he's the perfect boxer?
No.
Yeah, well, I just tell you this. I do know that both of these guys are skilled boxers, and both of them, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a really good fight tonight, and I'm sure everybody is going to get their money's worth. The fight of the century.
I hope so.
Yeah, there you go. All right, it's the D Stone Pony Show.
Over here.
Wrapping up. This is how we do it. Check us out again next week. Same Stone Pony time over here. Goodbye.